What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? We've got Kyle Bryant, Sheercold, Vanillix, Emmanuel, 1231, Lunar Song, MZ Games, Greg Hen, X Rider. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? Hopefully today can be a day where we get another shiny, guys. I'm hoping, because it would be awesome to be able to get a one last shiny in the apartment before the summer. Because after today, the setup's getting torn down and I'm heading back home for the summer. So hopefully we can get some stuff. So how's everyone doing? What's up, guys? What's up? Glacier07, welcome to the stream. Time to study some medical surgery or whatever it's called. Okay, alright. Hope the studying goes well, dude. What's up, Mike F? Welcome to the stream. How are all you guys doing? Alright, I don't know why, but I think I messed with some of the cables, and now, like, things are a little crazy on the desk. Shiny left for shiny Charmander. I hope so. I hope. Honestly, Charmander is still the one I'm hoping to get today. Just from the fact that we haven't gotten it yet, and it's now over odds officially. And it's the thing that's holding us up from doing anything else in Emerald 2, which is the real... was more the frustrating part here. Your band concert was amazing. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Still software saying for your shiny Giratina. Good luck, MZ Games. I hope you find it soon, man. I hope it ends up being a super easy one to get for you. In 1 hour, you get 270 encounters-ish? No, in 2 hours. In 2 hours-ish. I don't know. Because Lugia, we definitely did more encounters than just an hour of it yesterday. We did probably about an hour, 2.5 hours of it. So it's like it's about 100 an hour, I would say. That's kind of what I've predicted with those soft resets. Charmander's way slower. It's probably about 1 a minute or so. I'm not 100% sure. What's up, Concha? Welcome to the stream, dude. How have you been? How are you doing? Very nice overlay. Thank you, man. Thank you. I've been using it for a little over a month now, and it took me a lot longer than that to make. I've been kind of thinking about making it and like trying to figure out how I was gonna go about it since like December. And I finally got it ready for like the beginning of April. You're taking a break from hunting for a shiny Kartana. I totally get that. Totally get that. But yeah, like MZ, the 270 encounters are from the past like day and a half pretty much. Got shiny Regigigas yesterday. Congrats, Vanillix. That's awesome, man. That is awesome, dude. I would love to be able to get one of these today. Honestly, like I've kind of said, I'd rather it be Charmander, because over odds, we've got other hunts banking on it a little bit. You know, things like getting back to like Ralt's hunts in Emerald or stuff like that. And then also, if we find Lugia, we're kind of like back to Raikou without any improvements. Like, we would have basically just taken a break from Raikou to get other shinies, and then we come back to it. And it's still gonna be full odds for the time being. I haven't had a chance to, like, actually work on that because of how hectic my last week was and all that. Looks very good with both the top and bottom screen as well. Thanks, I'm glad you like it, man. I'm glad you like it. Pulled a full art Bonnie in your Forbidden Legends Elite box. Nice, dude. That's really cool. What's up, Dr. Glowstone? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're back again. Indeed. Now I'm at 8273 encounters. You remember the days where you were at 3,000 or something? Yeah. It's been a long time. It's been a really long time, but that's just because like my original capture card for the Game Boy stuff died. Like over winter break and stuff back in December, when I was doing Poipole hunts and all that, it just died. It straight up, like it would capture footage, but it would capture really fuzzy footage, and it was like the audio was incredibly out of sync. Like things about it were just not good enough to use ever again. So I was finally able to get like a new setup for it, and yeah, so I'm able to actually hunt with it again. What's up, Beander545? Welcome to the stream, as well as Kajido. How are you guys doing? How it goes? It goes well. It goes well, man. Gonna buy some Forbidden Light booster packs, not booster boxes. You're not just gonna buy extreme amounts of Pokemon cards. Remember when Ian was at 1 encounter for Charmander? That was a while back. That was August. Hopefully we can find it soon. Hopefully we don't get around to August again. Doing good at trying to unlock all of the amiibos. I mean, stashes. Ah. Oh yeah, for Smash. Good luck, Dr. Glowstone. Last night you got a shiny Doodle at 1,047 encounters with Shiny Charm. Congrats, Emmanuel. Congrats. I can't wait to actually get up to all those hunts and stuff. From the looks of it, assuming Entei is more along the lines of what these hunts are like as opposed to Lugia, we can actually start making some serious progress on these legendaries, like finally getting them in under 1,000 and stuff. You know, like because like Kanto was just not very nice to us as far as the soft resets went. Almost all of them over odds and all that stuff. So hopefully Gen 2's more kind. I have to admit Gen 3 is the one I'm really looking forward to the most in terms of the legendary hunts. I need to play Black and White. I know. Atsu's very cool and you don't give up, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you think it's cool. No, yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if you give up at some point, obviously, like, there's an extent to which this is obviously not the way to think, but I feel like with these shiny hunts and stuff, like, if I give up on a hunt, I'm just going to go hunt something else. So, why give up if I'm just going to do the same thing with a different Pokemon? It basically feels like it's kind of a waste of effort at that point. Close to odds. I mean, we're over odds for Charmander. But yeah, I hope Lugia ends up not being over odds. I mean, Charmander already's over odds, but so if it can just come home at any time now, I would be very happy. You know how you're trying to animate in Blender? Yeah. Yeah, how's that going? I have to say the quality of the left side Pokemon Ultra Moon is very professional. Really? I'm glad you like it. It seems a bit faster soft resetting in Ultra Moon, the animation on the title screen and all. Like, getting through that, yeah, it's definitely a bit faster there, as well as the fact that soft resetting in Fire Red requires a lot more from me. Really like it, looks very clean. Well, dude, I'm glad you like it, man. I'm glad you like it. It has spent a good bit of time on it, so I'm definitely glad that people. I was very happy to hear when I first used it that people were enjoying it. I'm glad to hear more people are now. There are a few little things I want to tweak that I just need to put the time in to figure out how to do, more so than like what I want to do. Like I have an idea for it. It's just a matter of getting OBS and Streamlabs to work together in the way that I want it. Hope to see Wi-Fi battles. That would be cool. They might start happening. They might be able to. Oh, excuse me. They might actually be able to start happening. The only thing there is I'm terrible at battling. So don't get your hopes up for like fantastic quality. Ian's gonna teach me this new strategy. It's literally gonna be like, why are you doing this, Ian? Like that's not how you like battle Pokemon competitively. Like it's gonna be so terrible. It's gonna be a learning process for me. Like that's gonna be more of what it is than anything is me not knowing anything and hopefully eventually learning at least the basics. But like I mentioned earlier in the stream, this is like the last day I'm going to be doing streams in this apartment for a while. So I'll actually be somewhere that has mildly decent internet soon. So yeah, that should be a thing. That should be a thing. What's up, Cameron Niddle? Welcome to the stream. Need to learn how to animate better? I mean, I would totally want to be able to do that too. Like, I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to do that, and Blender is definitely like a great way to get into that. That's why I have a community, they will help you. Yeah, I mean, totally. Totally. People have already offered. I definitely will admit that one of my problems is I'm very stubborn, and I kind of want to... I want to at least give it a shot on my own. You know, basically I'm probably just going to do a couple battles where I just go in completely blind. And get destroyed, and hopefully figure out what not to do. But yeah, from there it'll be like a matter of building up better competitive teams and whatnot. I told Lugia the other day, let's be a good boy and turn pink. Well, hopefully it listens soon. Hopefully it listens very, very soon. But told Charmander, I don't think Charmander can turn pink, unfortunately. What's up, Screaming Rowlet? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, man? You're gonna do your dad's, do your dad's a week after school goes out. You're gonna work on the models. Well, cool. That's cool. I didn't tell Charmander. Told Charmander to turn yellow for me. Well, hopefully that can happen. Gonna be a Pokemon anime spin-off of your own design. That's actually really cool, Dr. Lowstone. I hope, you know, that goes really well. I hope you enjoy making it and stuff. And, you know, no matter what, it'll be a learning experience. Like, I always start a whole bunch of really crazy projects, like with programming and stuff. Be it like something that's way ridiculously out of my league in terms of what I can do, or just like something that's so ridiculous that there's kind of the question of why would you even try to do that? And like, sometimes I finish them to an extent, sometimes I don't get them done, but no matter what, at least it was like, I learned something from it that I can put into the next thing or whatever, you know? So yeah, no matter what, it'll definitely be a positive, like, outcome there. Don't like when people stall with Rotom. See, I don't even know how you would stall with Rotom. As far as competitive stuff goes, I just kind of know, apparently it's a thing. You're just gonna do it for fun. Exactly, exactly. That's all that really matters. Like, I mean, definitely if it becomes popular or something, that's like a plus. But you had fun with it, and that's like the main goal. And you definitely, like, throughout the whole process, you probably are gonna learn at least one little thing that you can take away to something else. What's up, Spatial Palkia? Welcome to the stream. Over odds for Kartana? Dude, I hope it shines for you soon, man. Good luck, Palkia. Good luck, dude. You really need to reclaim it at this point, man. I feel bad. I feel bad, because, like, so much has gone wrong for you with that. FYI, Lugia has skill swaps, so there's a good chance that Level Plus Harvest won't work. I have a plan for that. We stopped the soft resetting for a little bit at Encounter 200 on Lugia and messed around with it, like, caught one. And then soft reset over it, but we caught one. My plan is to either it skill swaps and gives it Harvest, or I skill swap and give it Harvest. One of the two. Basically, I'm going to keep treading out until Lugia has Harvest. Then I'm going to swap in my Lunala, let it take Harvest back, and then do the rest of setup, and then put Lunala back out with Harvest. That way, Lugia will be able to always get Harvest back. If that makes sense and isn't very confusing. But, like, that's my plan. Basically, I'm going to give our tank Harvest through whatever means it takes. And then while it's tanking the hits, Lugia can take Harvest back. Good luck on Lugia. Well, thank you, Dark Litten. I appreciate it. This is what Charmander said to you. Charmander, you said Charmander be a good boy, turn yellow for mindless Enigma, and Charmander said charge Charmander. Alright, well, you heard it. It's gotta shine soon. Fate just slaps you in the face. I mean, sometimes, like, you know, things happen. Things happen. You'll reclaim it soon enough. It has a strategy. Yeah, no, like, that's why we took the break and did that, because the problem is I did it the normal way that I would go about it with things like, you know, the exact way we did it with Entei. Trevenant goes out, you know, sets up the berry, sets up, like, Harvest on it, and, from there swapped into Butterfree, paralyzed, or attempted to paralyze, but actually didn't, because I was dumb. And then throw out Decidueye, and then kind of tank with that if possible. If not that, tank with Lunala. Like, I tried doing that, and Butterfree ended up with Harvest, and then Butterfree got, like, KO'd. So that just didn't work, and I just had to figure out a way around it. What's up, King Boo PD? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Charmander can mean yes or no. This is true. This is true. I'm gonna be a glass half full kind of dude today. Hope you also got 25.5 out of 37 on your math essay. Nice, dude. That's awesome. They're back. Alright, see you later. See you later, Darklit. See you in a bit. You're a genius. Hey, there you go. There you go. Congrats. Congrats, Wishiwashi. The things you have planned are kind of crazy. Whenever you guys watch it, whenever if you get it done, well, hey, feel free when you finish it to post in like the Discord and stuff. Like, there's definitely places to put videos and all that for like people to check out. I would definitely be interested in it. Said no. Oh no! No! That's unfortunate. I guess we just gotta keep persevering then and hope that he shines soon. Hear about the lava in Hawaii? Yeah, I actually did. Apparently it's been going on for a while and I didn't find out about it until like yesterday. But yeah, no, that's crazy. Like from the sounds of all like the predictions and stuff, it's not ending anytime soon, which is kind of like really scary when you think about it, especially for the people there. I don't know why. I've mentioned this for the past couple days. I've kind of felt like last week a little bit. I kind of felt a little bit under the weather and stuff. And it was like clearing up. Like it's still clearing up. Like I feel better today than I have the past few still. But it's like there's just enough there to be a little annoying. Lava in Hawaii, yeah, like one of the volcanoes has erupted in at least a little bit of a sense. Rip you, 790 plus eggs on a shiny Fennekin, 300 encounters for Lugia, and nothing so far. 350 encounters for Lugia, and nothing so far. Well, hopefully it shines for you soon, Screaming Rowlet. I mean, Lugia has definitely got a little ways to go for sure. But hopefully it shines sooner rather than later. Marshadow or Magirna? I have both of them. I have both of them in my Sun game. I don't think I traded... I don't know if I traded them to this one or not. Sorry about that. I know that was probably gross, but my nose is really, really clogged. Like, it's not even like clogged. It's like I can breathe fine, but it's still like, hey. It's like, hey. You're still congested. Like, it's just enough to feel like I am. Volcano eruption was bad. Like, it's not like, you know, like when you imagine a volcano erupting, like spewing everything into the air. It's like the same way like it normally kind of erupts, or like it kind of collapses and it's pushed lava out of the ground and stuff. And it's just like lava flows and all that, which are not good at all. People have been evacuated and stuff. It's shaping up to not be fantastic, but nobody died, everyone's fine. It's one of those things where they're thankfully prepared enough for it, but it's like still one of those things that are like, hey, be careful. The way the volcano erupted. Game those things happen. I mean, yeah, they do. They definitely do. You know, that's what I mean. Like, they know that it happens. Like, they literally live on a volcano. Didn't know either. Like, yeah, I legitimately didn't know until yesterday. Like, Like, it's been going on for days now, but I did not know anything about it until, like, yesterday after the stream. Oh, Eagles White. I mean, it does. It is based off it. Can't wait to make this thing. Your stepper is gonna help voice act. That's really cool, Dr. Glowstone. That's really cool. Dun dun dun. Let it shiny, let it shiny. The Kartana, just give it words of encouragement to try to get it to shine. There you go. Yeah, no, that's what I've always figured. They kind of set it up where it could be that way. You know, they made it where like they could do trials, they could do other things, and they could come back to it later. Or, like, basically they can take whatever they want from this region and use it again, like that they found people really liked. But if people didn't like something or just want something else more, they can definitely immediately like shift gears and go back and be like, well, that was just an Alola thing. Your friend was playing Pokemon during a lesson in college and he got a shiny Moltres. He named it KFC. Nice. Nice. I've got so many shinies waiting for lectures to start. Like, because that's where I just sit there with my 3DS and play until the professor, like, got in. And there were multiple shinies that I caught, like, right at the beginning of the lecture. Regional variants is something a lot of people like from Alola. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of hoping, and like it was one of the few things I kind of predicted happening. It didn't, so oh well. But like one of the things that would have been really cool was the idea of potentially having like more Alola forms than some with like Johto Pokemon and stuff. Alolan and Jigglypuff, that would have been pretty cool. Oh, excuse me guys, I'm sorry about this. Alolan Jigglypuff, that would have been really cool. It would have been really cool, I gotta agree with that. I don't even know what it really would have looked like, but I can just imagine, like, most of the Gen 1 Pokemon could probably get some pretty good Alolan forms. Maybe we'll get more regional variants next gen. I really hope we do. Is a splendid idea. Possibly. Possibly. Game Freak is probably trying to avoid hitting the 1,000 number. So adding variants to Pokemon kind of is a way to add more Pokemon for people to find without increasing that Dex number. So it's possible. I don't know if it'll happen though. I'm not holding my breath on that one. We'll just have to see though. We'll have to see. They could pull another like, oh, this region's really far away and has different Pokemon. But Alola being like an island chain in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of the ocean, that was kind of how that one got its feel. What's up, Starlina27? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Thank you for the live stream. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate all you guys who show up and tune in and love to talk and chat and stuff. Here's a random comment skit. Riolu, it's King Boo, Pichu. That's fun. That's a funny looking marshmallow. King Boo does kind of look like a marshmallow. Does look like a marshmallow a little bit. I can agree to that. He would be a funny looking one if he was. When we first saw Ninetales and Sandflesh for ice types, you're like, what? I mean, it works. It's really cool. Like, it is a really cool concept for sure. And it'll definitely be interesting to see if they decide to implement more of those kind of Pokemon going forward, like more variants and stuff. Who knows though? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Again, it's a matter of when are they going to release Gen 8. Most likely not this year, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. If we could have an evil team made up of only Pokemon and no trainers, just Pokemon. I mean, I feel like that'd be a good concept for a spin-off game. I feel. Big Game Freak some clever tricks up their sleeves for Gen 8. I imagine so. I imagine so. Again, we'll just have to wait and see what they kind of show to us and stuff. Did you hear Ninetales? You did, Cinder. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I think you're Ninetales. You have thought correctly. Mr. Dungeon did it. I kind of thought that was like, I haven't played any of them, so I didn't know there was like a quote-unquote evil team in those. But I know when they're like, you're playing as Pokemon in those. So those would be, that's what I was kind of saying, spin-off games would be the ones to have that. How does someone Cinder mention her favorite Pokemon? Noted. How are you doing today, Cinder? What's up, Adion? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And Pokemon Love Minecraft, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? They're called Team Skull. They really were the inspiration. They're the actual leaders of Team Skull. Guzmo was actually their first grunt. Working on an essay for English class right now. I've been having trouble with this prompt for 2 weeks. But you think you finally know what to do for it? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I always struggled with like essays and stuff. I've never been the strongest writer. It was never really my thing. You know, essays and stuff, the things I always struggle with is essays and whatnot, and trying to get anything to a certain length, no matter what the length is, I struggle with, and yeah, most of the time my essays kind of like, here, I'll start on point, and they just kind of wandered until they hit the word limit, or like the word requirement, because I was never a good writer, so good for you for figuring out what you're writing about and stuff. Been putting this off since you got assigned, it just because you generally had no idea whatsoever what to do with the prompt. I understand that. What's your favorite song from the anime titles? Yours has to be either XYZ or Diamond and Pearl Heroes. I haven't watched enough of the anime, so I really have a favorite anime opening. Because like I don't know any of them, like aside from the original. But that's really the only one I know. So I guess technically the first one. This was like I only know the first one. Supposed to be like a college application essay soon. You can't wing it like you've done previous essays. Ah. Yeah, I understand that. I remember those. Those were not fun. Honestly, yeah, because they're college application essays, so they feel like they have so much more weight to them. Like, they have so much more importance in your mind than like a normal essay, where it's like, if you don't do great on like a normal essay, you can make it up later. It's kind of hard to do that with a singular application essay, so I understand that. Fortunately, only one of the schools I applied to had an essay like that. But yeah, I did not do well on it. What are the odds for Giratina and Usum with the Shiny Charm? 1 in 1,365. The black and white anime was on Netflix for a while. Really? Did not know that. What's up, Call of Dude? Welcome to the stream. Congrats for the Shiny Entei. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was really happy we were able to get that one as quickly as we did. Was honestly not expecting it when it happened at all. Because none of the legendaries have played nice for us so far. Except for Entei. Entei is the first one to do it. Oh, so this is great for English class, since you're going to be sending it to any colleges. State college, essay prompts, if you plan to go to college out of state. So, I gotcha. I gotcha. They took it off randomly. That just happens. The like license for it runs out, and it is suddenly no longer available to watch. Feels so good. Yeah, no, it really does. It really, really does. Like, getting that Entei was awesome. It happened under 1,000 encounters, which is the first time for us for a legendary. It's like the quickest legendary shiny hunt I've had. Who knows, maybe something like Lugia could pass it? Like, could one-up it and show up way more quickly, but who knows? We'll just have to see. It's probably not going to be the quickest one we get. I'm just hoping that we don't get any longer than the ones we've already had. Still want it to be college application ready as you can. I gotcha. Yeah, so it's not like... It's kind of like a half and a half then, where it's like... You want to make it ready, but it's still just a grade, so the consequences aren't terribly high, but... It'd definitely be a good thing to put the effort in for. What's up, Manu? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? What'd you miss? Well, hey, we got a shiny Entei. We got shiny Entei, which is really cool. Got it in 791 encounters, and we got it on Sunday, which was super cool. Glad we were able to pull that one off. We still haven't gotten Raikou yet. We had to put that one on hold because it hit 5,000 encounters. And we are still going for Charmander. What's up, Oswald Sudelkus? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? It's a lot of soft resets. It is a lot. It is a lot. Even though you're not a fan of Black and White series, you do love Kyurem vs. Swords of Justice. Okay. I need to watch all of it. I just need to watch the entire series at some point. Who knows when that'll be able to happen, though. Space Palkia, welcome back, man. How you doing? Dang, that Charmander, though. I mean, it's really not that far over odds. If it was in a newer game, then yeah, it'd be kind of crazy. But this is pretty normal for a Gen 3 Pokemon. Because, like, the base odds for this hunt were 81-92. So we're only like 100 over, which is nothing compared to the actual hunt. Like, I'm pretty sure I can find the actual like odds on it. I'll actually do that. I'm actually gonna look up. I'm actually gonna look this up. I don't know why. I'm actually kind of interested with this now. I don't know why. Sorry for being like suddenly all over the place. I actually want to look up like the odds of us having found it by now. Still gonna be doing the other encounters that I do, and I'm just gonna look away from the stream for a second. What's up, Nintendo fan art, welcome to the stream. You know that it's impossible to soft reset for a shiny in Ultra Space because the values are always the same. Are you wrong? Legendaries you can soft reset for, non-legendaries you cannot. Basically, if you go through a wormhole and you see a Pokemon that isn't legendary, then the values are set, yes, but legendaries have different encounter types, so it's like a normal legendary encounter from there. Want the idea of Pokemon Fusion back? Who knows? We could see a whole bunch of stuff, to be honest. So. Yeah, I mean, we're really not that close to, like... There's like a 70% chance we should have found it by now, or like... A 60 to 70% chance we should have found it by now. We're not like to the point where we were guaranteed to find it or anything, so I'm not really too concerned. Pink and yellow are your two favorite colors. Well, hey, these are the perfect two hunts to be doing at the same time then. Thanks, dude. No problem, man. Yeah, no, like if you're going for like the wormhole shinies that are just like the Pokemon that can be shiny in the wormholes aside from legendaries, then yeah, like if you find a shiny, it'll always be shiny, no matter how many times you soft reset, as long as you stay in that wormhole. But yeah, legendaries are essentially the same as like the Hooper Ring encounters from ORAS. Gonna shiny hunt Lugia. What color wormhole is he in again? Blue, and only an Ultramoon. Ultramoon, that's good then. That works out for you. What's special about the homeworld theme? I don't know. Don't know what that is. What's up, Alan? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? Still not shiny after listening to its homeworld theme and being one with Kartana. No. No. I hope it shines for you soon, man. Seriously, you do deserve to get it back at this point. Seriously, though. You're now over odds, too. I really feel for you, man. You're good? I'm doing well, man. Just trying to get these Pokemon. Hopefully one of them decides to shine soon for us. Just came back from the tournament. How'd that go, dude? How'd that go? Well, good. That's good to hear, dude. That's good to hear. How long am I planning to stream? We've got about an hour and 15 minutes left. I stream for about 2 hours every time. We started 45 minutes ago about. I stream from like 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. You and your team were second. That's not bad at all, man. Congrats. Congrats, dude. What's up, Shiny Metagross? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Homeworld theme is music after you enter Ultra Beast Wormhole. Okay. Did I get Entei? Yeah, we did get Entei. We got it the day before yesterday, so we got it on Sunday. 791 encounters. It was super hype. First shiny legendary I've gotten in under 1,000 soccer sets. You're going tired, just wanted to say hi. You'll watch this video when you wake up. Alright, see you later, Alan. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Congrats for that tournament, dude. And yeah, definitely get some rest. I totally understand needing to catch up on sleep after an exciting day and stuff. What's up, Esteban Espinoza? Welcome to the stream. Still no Charmander, the grind is real. Yep, still no Charmander. We are now over odds. It's like not great, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened in the world, so just a matter of time at this point. There's a blue guaranteed legendary at 2 to green. I know the feeling. I know the feeling, dude. I mean, how many... It happened twice. It happened twice that we got that, like, we got screwed like that with, blue legendary wormhole, like, guaranteed legendary wormholes while trying to find Lugia. Shiny Lugia looks good. It really does. It looks really, really good. I'm excited to get it. Like, it's definitely Gen 2 Legends where you actually start to see, or just Gen 2 Pokemon in general, where you start to see really good shiny designs, in my opinion. Because before that, they really weren't designed to have them. You know, like, those don't fit as well, especially the legendary birds. Like, Articuno looks decent, Moltres is at least a different look to the normal, and Zapdos is just like, eh. But, yeah, no, it's definitely, like, Lugia's great, the legendary beasts are great, Ho-Oh's good, like, they're all great. So that happened 13 hours just to find Reshiram. That is insane, Poochyena. That is legitimately insane. I can't believe it took you that long. But dude, I really hope like all this bad luck eventually pays off for you pretty easily. Computer-generated Shinies did Johto really well. Yeah, I mean like, there was definitely what else was I gonna say there? There's definitely a lot of limitations to what they could do, especially at this time. In terms of like, you know, their limits in terms of the like sprite sets and all that. Like, and now that they're on 3D models, they've definitely moved beyond having those like limitations. But no, like they definitely look really good. Gen 2 and amazing shinies. I mean, it definitely had to. You know, like it had to have great shinies because it was the first gen to have them. Like, you don't want the introduction of them to be really mediocre. Even when it comes to Espeon, you'll admit that you rather enjoy that one too. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm personally not a fan of it, but yeah. To each their own. Everyone can have their own favorites on that. Shiny Charizard is weird. In Gen 2, yes. In Gen 2, it's basically an inverted Dragonite. In terms of the shiny colors. What's up, Brandon Rivera? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're currently shiny hunting a Manaphy. That's an insane hunt to be doing. If you're actually doing that one, dude, good luck, man. Yeah, it was computer generated. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen when they're basically just like shifting the colors around. Like basically just shifting bits in the colors. Like, that's what happens. You end up with some weird looking ones, but I imagine they set it up so that like they all turned out the majority of them at least turned out looking really good. Like, I doubt it was that they let the computer run loose with it type deal. It's like they didn't have much. It's probably more of it, they didn't have much room to like set a whole bunch of different ones. So it's like, here's one shift for them. What are they all gonna look like? And then they figured out like the best looking one. Never give up, never surrender. Indeed, just, you gotta keep going for the shinies. Hopefully you get them. Shiny Charizard is a great shiny in your opinion. Now it is. Now it is. In Gen 2, it wasn't so much. For me, at least. Definitely gonna be a challenge. 23 encounters so far. Dude, good luck, Brandon. Good luck, man. That is a hunt that eventually I would like to do, but I don't know. For me, I'd really want to get, like, to know that it's completely legitimate, I'd want to find like a sealed Ranger copy just to make sure that when I buy it, I actually get all the stuff I want in there, like the actual egg and all that. It's not like somehow hacked back on or anything, which I doubt most copies would have that. Like, I'd want to make sure it's legit and stuff. And it would be a crazy hunt to set up for. And then, yeah, it takes forever, because you pretty much have to restart a save every time you do however many eggs you got, which in their own right take forever. You have to buy a crap ton of Ranger copies. I mean, you can do it really, really slowly if you only buy, like, one. If you only have one egg. But, no, it's definitely one of those things where you try to get like, multiple eggs first. Never give up, never surrender. Wearing the Jubilee and never give up, never surrender shirt right now, actually. Nice. Nice. There you go. In Gen 2, it was a weird shiny, now it's an awesome shiny. Yeah, like, they definitely went back and tweaked them in Gen 3 when they could. It's just, with Gen 2, they were already pushing the limits on, like, their disc space, or, like, their, like, cartridge space. So much that they really did not have the choice. Except for, you know, some of the shinies are going to turn out weird, you know. Like, most of the shinies turned out great at the expense of some of them looking a little weird. Actually, never bought a game that didn't have Ranger nets, so you're really lucky. Got the egg last week. Nice, dude. Awesome. I gotta go. I see you later, Glowstone. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Super nice shirt design. Love it. And Kyogre shiny is a really nice shade of pink on it. That's cool. That's really cool. Ranger is super long, that'd be agonizing. I mean, if you're really dedicated, it's got to be worth it at the end because like it's such an insane hunt to do. Like that's a hunt that definitely, if you can prove you've done it properly, like if you can prove that you actually did it and didn't gen anything, like that's a hunt that I feel like the majority of the community for shiny hunting would just like immediately be like just complete respect for that hunt because that's a crazy one to do. I totally think it'd be worth it at the end of the day, though. Jirachi's another Pokemon you wanted to shiny hunt for, but you sold your bonus disc a few years ago, and it goes for a lot on eBay. Rip. Rip, man. I really want to hunt for Jirachi as well. Like, that is my favorite mythical Pokemon, so I would love, love, love to be able to hunt for Jirachi, but yeah, I don't have that disc. Take you a while to get one encounter. Well, I mean, yeah, it does take a while to get an encounter. Yeah, you pretty much, you do have to play through the game a whole bunch, like, and a bunch of different copies of the game because of how that egg works. If you want to do multiple, but the thing is when you're doing like 8,000 encounters on it, it definitely adds up to being more worth it. To be honest, that's a hunt where you just keep hatching the eggs until every single one of them's been a shiny. Like, that is the level to which I would do that hunt. You know, like, if you get 5 or 6 eggs, I would get 5 or 6 shiny Manaphy's. Like, you don't just accept it at some point. But yeah, it's definitely a hunt that takes a lot of setup and a lot of time to do. Like, that's a hunt I'd try to figure out the most efficient way to do it. For sure. Because any bit of efficiency on that hunt definitely would go a long way. Oh, excuse me. best way to hunt Manaphy, to watch the anime, because it's very tedious. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I've watched many a show on Netflix, hunting for Pokemon Shiny. And yeah, I imagine Manaphy's one of those ones that definitely would warrant doing something else alongside it. This came from Vinny's stream. What's up, Base Boy? Welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing today? I think Shiny Collector 98 actually made a video about shiny hunting Manaphy that involves getting 10 eggs, trading them from game to game until one hatches shiny. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Basically, yeah, you get like the 10 eggs, and I'm assuming a Pokemon with Flame Body as well. So you hatch like, you know, each set of 5 eggs every time. Like you hatch 2 sets of 5 eggs on every save, and then trade them all to the next save. And while you're hatching on that save, you're resetting the other save, so you get a new trainer ID. Guess you'll hunt Mesprit. I mean, there you go. There you go. It's a legend. Doing 1 egg at a time. I mean, honestly though, if you get it early, that's way more efficient than like setting up for the long hunt, for like setting up for multiple eggs. Because yeah, you have to play Ranger every single time to get that egg, which is crazy. Like at the end, it's totally worth it, I feel. But I can totally understand doing it 1 egg at a time. It'll be a lot faster if you hatch 5 at a time, but yeah, the setup for that's 5 times as long though, is the thing. That's the only problem there. Which is why I can totally understand just doing it 1 egg at a time. Ow, what? The stream's lagging? No! That's not good. That's not good. Fortunately, it at least looks like it's not happening on my end. Fortunately. Wonder how much I sweat doing this? Honestly, it's not that bad. The room's air conditioned and all that. My computer is obviously making a good bit of heat, but I'm just kind of sitting here. It's not too bad. There are definitely days that it has been kind of bad, and it's definitely worse in the summer than in the winter. But it's honestly not that bad. Frame rate dropped a crap ton. That's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. It's better. That's good. That's good. What's up, Mariah Evitz? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Since there are rainbow Pokemon cards, there could be rainbow evolutions. Like, what if the shinies were rainbow? I don't know. I don't know, because those are definitely just, like, for the look of it kind of cards. It'd be interesting. I feel like there's been a missed opportunity with a Rainbow Rocket set of cards. Like, I feel like that is something that should happen. What's up, Nightmare Fredbear? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Cast of the Shiny Phantom, welcome as well. You've been here since the 270th encounter. Alright, man. Alright. I guess that's from the beginning. That is the beginning of the stream, dude. Called lurking. Hey, I understand that. That's what I do in most of the streams I hang out in. Like, I'm in Wes's streams most of the time. Or, like, tune into Kio's or something. But, like, I rarely say stuff just because, I don't know. I turn it on and then I'm like, just have something on in the background and kind of pay attention in case like, they get the shiny or whatever. But yeah, no, I totally do that in like almost every stream I'm in, is just sit there and lurk. Like maybe say hey, and then that's it. You good? How am I? I'm doing well, Mariah. I'm doing well. Hoping today can be the day we get this shiny Charmander. What you do is just stare at the screen, not say anything. Fair enough. I mean, there are times where, yeah, I'll sit down and I'll legitimately just be watching the stream, but either I'm watching on something I can't chat on, like my TV, or I'm just watching it and not really feeling like chatting. I totally understand that. Come on, mess with shiny even though you really don't want it to. I mean, a shiny's a shiny, especially a legendary shiny. Sometimes when you say hi, sometimes scare the streamer and it's funny. Or really? They haven't managed to scare me yet, so I guess that is a goal for it to eventually happen, I guess. Playing Star Stable online a bit. Save the stream on your phone. There you go. There you go. Yeah, most of the time, like, I have multiple monitors set up, like, obviously, because I have, like, the stream on one, and then, like, YouTube and stuff to monitor on the others and stuff like that. So, yeah, generally one is the monitor that I have a video playing on at almost any time. With the exception of when I have to, like, spread a lot of, like, programming workout or something, I have like one monitor that's generally dedicated to whatever I have going on as background noise, be it YouTube, Netflix, or like Spotify or something, and then yeah, then from there, like, so I always have it in a way I could chat, but it's still like background noise more so than like than watching it completely. So it may as well just be on a separate TV. Catching Pokemon theme, the mystery gift soon. Haven't heard it, so I wouldn't know. Rotom decks in here to be quiet. That's my one issue with the decks in this game. Is like, I don't really need it most of the time, but occasionally I look at the map, and 90% of the time you look down, it's talking. And you're just like, but why? But why? Could you at least show me the map while you talk? No? Cool, now I'm not even looking at what you're saying. Like, that's always been my problem with it. And, like, I complained about it a lot during the U-Sun playthrough, I feel. Where it's just, it wouldn't stop. Like, it got to a point where I was grinding, and I forget if it was Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. And the decks, like, it legitimately took longer for it to stop talking than it did for me to get from a battle to the Pokemon Center. So, like, it just reset and started talking again. It's like, oh, I didn't finish. So it just... There's a solid, like, 30-40 minutes where Rotom was talking. He couldn't finish what it was saying because it was saying too much. Occasionally do Roto Lotto. I do that one just because I need Roto catches. What's up, Whisper Players Roblox? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Calls you Roto A now? Yeah, yeah. He calls me Roto I. I don't know if he goes beyond that. Your Rotom and Ultra Moon calls you Master. Oh yeah, that is like the next one after like the nickname is calling you Master. And it's like, okay. Which it doesn't matter post-game, honestly. Like, after you finish the game, it doesn't matter nearly as much, but definitely when you're like, I skimmed through that dialogue, especially when I was streaming. I was kind of skimming the dialogue in favor of talking to chat and stuff. So what ended up just happening is like, I'd be like, oh, I need to look down at the menu. Oh, Rotom's talking. How long have you been shiny hunting Charmander? I technically started back in August, but it's kind of been an on and off hunt, so it's not really a terrible, terrible long time. How are you doing, Brandon123? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so like I started it back in August, and it was every other stream we hunted for Charmander or Treecko. Like we alternated between the two for a while. Then we found Treecko, and we moved on to more of the shiny badge quests. So Charmander became like, I think once a week or something, and then once we got our once I got my 3DS cap card, yeah, Charmander became a like once every other week thing for a while or something like that. So it just kept getting pushed back and back and back, which was my fault. And then eventually the cap card died, so I couldn't hunt it at all from like December until April, and then we've hunted it every stream since April 1st to now. It's a long time. It is a long time. Yeah, like, it has been an insane amount of time, to be honest. Seriously, Vanessa? Nice. What day in August? I don't actually know. It's actually really hard for me to find that now. Because, It's actually ridiculously hard for me to find that information now because I had issues with YouTube in like September, so they deleted my channel for a little bit, and then when they reinstated it, all of the dates for the videos in terms of their upload or like them going public essentially got reset to September 12th. So I don't actually know the exact day that we started. Theoretically, if you watched like all of the videos, you could figure out the date based off of like whatever my schedule was, plus if I mentioned like, oh, I don't stream on this day or something. Like, technically it's possible, but there's hours and hours and hours of footage where you have to piece together the hints. It's like 7 months ago. It has been a long time. You're gonna get started. Alright, see ya later, Dr. Glowstone. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. But you know, it's been a long, long time. Yeah, 7 months, and then there's more. August 9th's your birthday. Nice, dude. Cool. Cool. But no, yeah, I've got a... I don't know, I wonder if I could figure that out. I think the best way, honestly, would be to go into the Discord and see when the first stream started with a thumbnail for Charmander instead of Treecko. So back when I didn't stream on Tuesdays, well, yeah, I know that much. I'm trying to think if it started while I was still doing 3-hour streams Tuesdays. Like, because it was either while I was doing, it was either when I just had the, you know, the same schedule as this except for no Tuesdays instead of no Wednesdays, or it was even before that. What's up, Julian Pare? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, like it was right around the same time that I went to 5-day streams that we started doing Charmander. So I'm not actually 100% sure. I stopped 3-hour streams. I mean, I had I by then? Had I by then? I guess I had. So I don't know the exact time schedule for that, because there were a few streams that happened like in a different part of this room compared to now. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to possibly export my desk. I don't know. Maybe that can be figured out. It's just unfortunate that, yeah, you can't go find, like, the first Charmander hunt and be like, aha, there it is. I remember you started the 2-hour streams almost around that time. Yeah, I mean, because I started... Basically, it was when I moved into this apartment for the first time that I switched over to the 2-hour streams. But yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, like, which one was happening first, because it was also right around the time I moved in here that I started, like, Charmander as well. So they happened right around there. Although the photo was beautiful, I haven't really used it. I don't know, I've never been like, I guess, it's never really caught my attention to use it, and it feels like in order to get something really cool, you have to like spend way more time with it than I'm willing to. But I have seen some really interesting stuff come out of it. So it's definitely a feature that, like, if you know how to use it, I feel like it's cool. I just don't. Sorry about that, guys. I know I probably just like tried to cover a yawn and all I did was make it more visible. I don't know why I like covered my mouth like I was sneezing. There are famous backgrounds like Indigo Plateau, Skyero Bridge, and other iconic locations. Cool. Yeah, because I guess like the only time I ever really saw it was right at the beginning when it's like, hey, you should do this to move on in the story. And then from there it's kind of like, you don't really have to use it, so I never really saw anything as far as like stuff you can see later on. Thought Cortana was shiny? It was not. I'm sorry to hear that, Poochyena. Excuse me, I don't know what's up. What's up, It's Legend, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And Sketch, welcome to the stream as well. How's it going? seeing Indigo Plateau in 3D. Oh yeah, I guess that would be kind of cool. Tired again. Oh, it was hot today. I haven't actually been outside too much. Like, I've been outside a little bit, like to go check mail and stuff. And it was definitely very hot when I went out to do that. But yeah, I spent most of the day inside, fortunately. And I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well, you know. Hoping to get a shiny today. I would love to get Charmander. But, I would really, really love to get Charmander, but, I don't know, we passed odds on it. We got Entei the other day, so I can't really complain. I mean, I don't know. We've been growing slowly with that. Very, very slowly. It happens. I have a feeling it'll take, like, Pokemon news for people to really get interested in, like, Pokemon and shiny hunts and streams and all that again. So it's just kind of rolling along at the moment. Had some fun moments with the Alola Photo Club. That's nice. That's good. It's already, already 15 minutes past midnight there. That is early already. Yeah, it's still the evening here, and it's 11:15 p.m. in Ireland. Yeah, no, it is definitely a lot later for you guys in Europe than it is in the U.S. right now. Unfortunately, that ends up lining up terribly with like my summer schedule too. Because like when I first started streaming, I streamed from like 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, and now I stream from 5 to 7. So like the ends of my streams now, which are still like 45 minutes away, were when the streams were starting before, which is just crazy late for the people who watch from Europe. Like it's just insane. Want to go live in the U.S.? I mean, hey, once you can, why not? And go for it. It's nice here. I haven't been anywhere else, so I really don't have anything else to compare it to. But it's nice here. From my experiences, at least. Belgium is pretty boring, so the US is a lot more stuff. I mean, the US is just big, that's why there's a lot more. I don't know, I always feel like it'd be interesting to visit Europe, but I've never, like, I've legitimately never, like, left the country. I've just never had a reason to. Random Pokemon interactions? Oh, I guess, yeah, in the Photo Club. I don't know, I feel like it'd be something worth, like, looking at some point, but I've just never been fully, truly interested in it. Depends on where you go in Europe. I get that, It's kind of the same with the US. Like, there are definitely some interesting places, and there are definitely places where there's, like, nothing for miles. What's up, OC Squidrill? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? That's true. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is going to be the case anywhere you go, really. Like, there's so much variety in terms of what you can do. Like, some people might really like that kind of middle-of-nowhere stuff, but at the same time, like, someone else might just rather be in the cities and all that. Took a trip to Europe last summer. That's cool, man. That's cool. Love Lugia. Well, hey, hopefully we can find a shiny one today. Hopefully it can happen. If it does, we'll switch back to Raikou, even though we'll still, like, not have the charm for it. Unfortunately. But, hey, it would just mean we already got a shiny Lugia, so I really wouldn't be able to complain at all at that point. I want to do a hobby like paintball, but it's like an hour and 30 minutes away where you live. Honestly, the only place... I've only been to it once, and it was a significant drive for me at that point. I have a feeling there might have been closer places. I feel like we went to a bit of a cheaper one, specifically because it was a bit cheaper. But yeah, I remember it being a pretty decent drive when I went to paintball, the one time I've been. Still a little salty about that Pokemon following UTs. I mean, they definitely knew what they were kind of like pulling on there. They were very aware of that. I mean, there's probably more places. There's probably more places, you know. But I'm not in, like, that's one of the things, honestly, where being in a more populated area, you're going to have to go farther to find it, in the US at least. Like, that's one of those things that, because it needs so much space, at least, like, the one I went to, it was, like, off in the middle of nowhere. Just because it could use all the space then that it wanted. Sigh. Why you sighing, Glacier? Why you sighing, man? Most likely laughing about some people figured it out. I mean, they were probably chuckling. They were very aware of what they were doing there, I feel. What's up, PokeFan15? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Just because you want to go back outside, you've been inside for a long time, you always used to sport, but not anymore, so you want to get back into it. I understand that. I get that. I get that, man. He used his frying pan as a drying pan. The ingenuity that Brock had in that moment should inspire us all. People, when you study for like 5 or 6 hours, to in the end be like it was for nothing. Give up. Let's trip here. Hey, I get that though. I get that though. With finals and all that stuff, I had those moments where I like studied and studied and studied, and then went to the test and went, that was a different thing. But nah, there's a point where you have definitely you hit a point where you've studied enough, and honestly, like you're not. There's a point you hit where at that point you're just so fatigued mentally that it's better to just kind of rest up. Everyone knows that classic Brock moment. I feel like, yeah, everyone has to know that one. What's up, Trickster Tail, sweetheart? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Why am I using a Japanese copy? Because I lost my English copy. And I happen to have a Japanese copy of Leafgreen, like an actual physical copy of the game. So I prefer to use the physical copies over emulators just for, like, the ease of trading and knowing that it's all legitimate hardware and stuff. So, yeah. That's all. That's the only reason. If I knew where my English Fire Red was, we'd be using that one. But I cannot find it at all. Brock's honestly favorite Pokemon character in the anime. He's just too corny. He's definitely the comedic relief. Like, as if the show needed it, the majority of the time he adds a bit more comedy to it no matter what. Calling 4-4 for... We'll see, Queen. We'll see, man. How's it going, dude? How are you doing? Well, I mean, things have been going on. It's been a hectic week for a lot of people. Like, the past couple weeks have. cameo in Sun and Moon was nice. I heard about that. I did hear about that. But yeah, definitely not the same as like him being in it like permanently or anything. What's up, Pikachu Go? Welcome to the stream. Still no shiny Charmander. Yep. Yep, we're still going for Charmander. Hopefully it shines soon. We are now over odds officially. Honestly, not by that much though. Not even like 200 over. What was my first shiny Pokemon? That was a shiny Ditto in Pokemon Sun. I wanted a shiny Rowlet and got it into my head that somehow I was going to get a shiny Rowlet by breeding with a shiny Ditto. So I caught a shiny Ditto. Didn't help out at all with the Rowlet, but like that SOS hunt got me hooked on shiny hunting, and I've been hunting like continuously ever since. Stop being Ash's traveling partner after Sinnoh. I mean, eventually, yeah, they want to switch it up. They want to switch it up. Eventually it becomes time for characters to move on, I feel. And the Shiny King's comment said yesterday, that was one that I got while I wasn't shiny hunting. That one I had already shiny hunted at that point, but it was the first one I got without intentionally hunting for it. Pretty nice. And by the way, is it bad for your DS soft reset so much? Nah. No, the only thing I could potentially even do is wear out the buttons, and honestly the worst method as far as that goes is running in circles from the pseudo method. As far as starting and restarting the game, you're not doing anything to harm it. It's actually all in the game. That's actually like that's part of the game right there. It's not actually like the DS turning off and back on again. It's the game restarting. Hard reset is worse. I guess, yeah, like if you're talking about actually physically the worst for the system, turning it off and on, like fully with hard resets, would be way worse. But I'm thinking like in terms of wearing down buttons, it's definitely going to be, it would definitely be the pseudo method for destroying the circle pad. Like the name says, soft, yeah, because like it's like a soft reset's all in the game, while a hard reset's actually shutting the system down, which is not great for it, especially when you're in the middle of a battle, in the middle of something. It would also take way longer, too. What's up, Trap's Dead? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, man? Well, we now know Queen was wrong, so we gotta keep going. Usually when you're done hunting for the day, you put your 3DS in sleep mode. Yeah, I mean, I just close it. I don't do anything else. Which, that is sleep mode. The only thing is, a lot of times I end up having to restart it, because, like, if I unplug it, the battery can die pretty quickly. I think the capture card, like the actual capture card portion of it ends up like draining the battery a bit more quickly, just because, you know, circuit's doing things and stuff. You're doing good. That's good to hear, man. How am I doing? I'm doing well. Doing well. Got our shiny Entei on Sunday, and now I'm just trying to get a shiny Charmander. That is honestly the priority here. Charmander first, just because, you know, at this point it's over odds now, but it's honestly not that far over. You ready to go? No! Alright, well, see you later, man. Glad you're able to stop by the stream, though. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing well. Hope to see you again soon. Using the Pokebell glitch and Moon to move things along so you can get your pets on Heligo. Interesting. Interesting. 4, 5, 6. We'll see. We'll see. 3DS when it's in sleep mode can probably last like almost 4 days. Mine definitely can't see. I haven't tested my cap card without the capture like cable plugged in. Like I think once that gets plugged in, it starts like trying to get the system to do something. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it's wired up in there and all that, so I can't say for sure, and I'm not gonna really guess on that one. But my like 3DS XL, like my original 3DS that I had, you know, new 3DS XL, the one I've had for years, the one I did most of my hours for Sun on, like that one, the battery's shot in it. Like it's just a dead battery at this point. I feel like if I got a new battery, it could last for a while, but it's not holding up too terribly well, just because the fatigue on it. Capture system probably drains battery. That's what I figured. Like I totally expect it, and that's why any hunt that like is actually a chain, I make sure that I leave it plugged into the I leave it plugged in overnight and stuff after the stream. Generally, I do like leave it unplugged or something. So yeah, I just kind of like I have the cable like laying on the desk, not even plugged in or anything, while I hunt these, just to like let the battery actually kind of drain a little bit. And yeah, I might leave like this one plugged in and online overnight or whatever, or like unplugged and just in sleep mode overnight, and it'll last like a day or two. But it drains way more quickly. Once it hits red, it's pretty much gone. Like, if it hits red and I don't notice it, it's dead. Like, I won't see it blink or anything. It'll just eventually die, because it goes that quickly after that. When did Ultra Moon come out? Oh, we may be close to getting another trailer from the next Pokemon games. I mean, if we're going off of the same... Like, Ultra Moon came out, I don't know, November. But the trailer release for the next game is definitely going to be linked more closely to when the next game comes out, which I'm not thinking will happen for another year. So I have a feeling we're definitely, I have a feeling we'll be waiting a while for any more trailers on it and stuff. Need a capture system for 3DS or a new 3DS that has one. Honestly, the safest option to go with there is getting a just new system with a capture card in it. Because at least Katsukitty, the one that I got mine through, you can send them your 3DS. Like, you can have like a 3DS or a 2DS or whatever and be like, hey, I just want to buy the capture kit. Like, I just want to buy the capture card for it. I don't want to buy a whole new system that does the capturing and stuff. But you have to send your 3DS to them. They install it and then they send it back. And because it's not one that like they bought brand new in box, there is no warranty on it. So if it dies, and you're out your old 3DS and the new capture card system. Where like if you buy the whole thing through them, like a capture card like I did, where it's already built and like I got the 3DS from them. When you buy it that way, like they at least put a warranty on it for a little bit. Does the DS capture card cost a lot? Yeah, just because like only a few people make them, and because like they know that they're the only ones that make them, they can make the prices really high, as well as most of the time when you buy them, it's not like an Elgato capture card or something where it's just like a separate thing that you plug in and you're all good. It's actually built into the 3DS, so it's like a special 3DS. So it's like the price of a normal like handheld console plus a lot more money because hey, you're buying this special system. You just evolved your non-Alolan form of Vulpix named Amarastu. Prepare yourself Elite Four. Alright, Trickster, good luck with that Elite Four right there. Yeah, like, because I can hold it up. Like, this is my capture. Like, it has, like, just extra cables on it. It's not, like, an extra little thing off to the side. Like, they actually stick the capture card inside the DS, so you have to buy, like, a new DS to get it as a capture card. Where, like, the way I'm capturing the Game Boy footage is with a GameCube, so I can actually just capture, like, the signal that would normally go to a TV. You know, the same way that, like, you'll see people capture PS4s or Xboxes or any stuff like that. That's really, I mean, it is really cool that, like, people are able to do this and all that. I'm definitely glad I was able to get one because it's made hunting an Ultra Moon possible. It's sad the 3DS is dying. I mean, it's just what's happening with the Switch and all that. Unfortunately, I mean, at least like you mentioned, the 3DS is still being supported for like at least another year, or at least the rest of this year, and potentially through 2019. They did just like, the thing is, like, it's easier to believe seeing as they did release like a brand new version of the system with the like a new system into the family with the new 2DS XLs. So it definitely makes sense, and yeah, we're still seeing more games ported to it and stuff. It's definitely not the end of its life, but it's also, yeah, it's definitely not lasting much longer. At least we're still going until 2019. Yeah, and we're getting what? We're getting all those ports and stuff to it, which will be really cool. At least you'll have those on it and stuff. Granted, honestly, at this point, I'd prefer them on the Switch. Just because I have one and I'd rather play those on like a TV without needing the expensive system that comes along with capturing to send to a TV. Where'd you get your special 3DS? You need one like mine? Like the capture card system? I got my cap card from Katsukitty. So like K-A-T-S-U Kitty. Like Kitty, K-I-T-T-Y. If you type that into Google, you'll find their website. It's just like a little shop in Japan that'll make them, and then they'll send them wherever. There really aren't that many that make them, and I think he's like the only one who makes them with the new systems. Like, the other ones I know of haven't really made many recently, and most of them are only for like the old 3DS, or like specifically the OG 3DS. They still advertise the 3DS. I mean, yeah, they're still supporting it, and they're still releasing new games for it. They're definitely going to keep advertising it for a bit. What's up, Kavir? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I can't play 3DS games on the Switch. You want to save it for the Switch or you need to validate your purchases? Unfortunately, no. They're completely different cartridges. Like, I can't pull it out right now because I'm, like, saved in the middle of the game. But yeah, like, Switch cartridges are completely different size and stuff. Honestly, if you're waiting for something to validate it, just wait for... Like, Odyssey's great. Breath of the Wild's been pretty good. I haven't finished that one just because it's not necessarily my type of game. But it's still even good. Even for that, it's still really good. Odyssey is fantastic. If you don't have Mario Kart for something else, it's definitely worth that as well. But yeah, you can't just play them. Yeah, it's completely different shape cartridge slot and stuff. But yeah, I definitely start expecting to see like ports of older games to it as well. People are still waiting though for the like proper announcement of a Pokemon game for it and proper announcement of like an Animal Crossing game for it. But no, yeah, and also it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work having a 3DS game on there because you'd need two screens somehow. And like, if the Switch could somehow like connect to the dock and display two different displays, one on itself, one on the TV, it would work. But it, alas, it doesn't do that. You caught a shiny Pichu. Congrats, Kabir. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Think the Bowser's Inside Story remake reveal at the Direct will show the 3DS is still being supported until at least 2019. Yeah, no. Them announcing that they're still releasing games for it is I'm still supporting it. Like that's not even getting questioned. That's like that's happening. That's just how they're handling it. I really like the game selection though, so you're excited. Yeah, no, like the Switch is definitely worth it in my opinion. Definitely excited to see some more stuff like Pokemon actually get announced for it. Not expecting that for a little while still, though. But, yeah, it'll be interesting. Sorry for spamming. No, you're good, Trickster. You're good. You're not really spamming. Spam is when, like, the messages don't contribute to anything. Or it's just straight, like, advertisements and stuff. But, like, as long as the messages are being, like, you know, actually conducive to a conversation of some kind, you're fine. The Wii U has DS Virtual Console. Fair enough. You broke your left Switch Joy-Con? No! No! Oh man, I can't imagine breaking a Joy-Con though. That's just... Because you can buy like individual ones, but... I don't know, that's rough. They're not cheap to replace. I feel like I've been decent about taking good care of my Switch. So I don't know. I'm nervous that something will happen though. I like it when there are not that many people so you have time to talk with us. I mean, I definitely enjoy that. I will admit I do like when the streams are larger because then there's more people here, obviously, and that's like kind of one of those, it's like one of those things that you always kind of strive for, is like, you know, you want more people here, you want to be able to entertain more people and all that. But no, there's definitely bright sides and like, you know, plus sides to having a smaller stream, and that's definitely the fact that I get to like interact with every single one of you on here and stuff. Be careful with all caps though, guys. That is one of those few things that is actually spam. Thinking of taking your friend's Wii U off her hands. She's offering it to you. Yeah, I would still take a Wii U if I was offered it. Like, obviously it was kind of a flop, but like, why not? You know, may as well have it for, like, Smash isn't out on the Switch yet, so you have that for it. Honestly, one of the big things I wanted a Wii U for was Mario Kart 8, but now I just have that on the Switch, so it's fine anyways. But, no, if you're getting offered it, then no reason not to. It's a good time to be depressed. I'm glad I can help with that. I'm glad I can help there. Yeah, it's all gonna be good, Glacier. It's all gonna be good. I know the stress that is, you know, exams and stuff, and studying and everything, but at the end of the day, it'll all be good. Had a good selection of games too. It just didn't have a good selection at the start. And honestly, its branding and marketing and stuff wasn't fantastic. If it had been done a bit better, if it hadn't been marketed as like a Wii U, because like, they essentially were like really emphasizing the controller, because all the other controllers were like normal Wii controllers, and it was still called like a Wii, not like incremental number, but just like Wii other number. I think a lot of people, like a lot of the people who have the buying power for a Nintendo console are parents. Not necessarily people buying it for themselves, but people buying it for their kids. So when you see that the Wii U, I feel like there are a lot of people who just got confused. Like a lot of the people who would normally be the ones buying it thought it was just a fancy controller for a system they already had, when it's not. So I think that's what kind of was the downfall of that, is like they named it after a system that pretty much all of their market already had, and then it just kind of flopped because of that. And then yeah, when it didn't release with enough games to like pull people in, then you end up in that situation as well. So it was also like a half-baked idea. Like, it was definitely a half-baked idea. The full idea is the Switch. Like, that's what they were aiming towards for sure. But they pushed it out a bit too early, I feel. 3D World, Smash, Nintendo Land, Mario Party, etc. Yeah, like 3D World's good. Nintendo Land's fun. Like, ridiculously fun with friends and stuff. But again, like, not a lot of people had the system, so it just didn't end up mattering. I remember when it came out, like, I was still very much in the, like, I'm hardcore Xbox kind of stage where, like, those are the games I was playing. I was playing Call of Duty and Halo and all that. So at that point, I was like, nah, Nintendo console doesn't matter. I don't need that. Like, so I didn't even care about it at all. But I at least knew it was a different console. That's the problem, is, like, a lot of the people who would be buying it didn't understand it was a new console. Like, the market that's, like, was an enthusiast enough to want the systems, either were going to be dedicated people that would buy it even if it was just another iteration, like, of the Wii that could play all the same games and stuff, or there are people who were enthusiasts in a different realm and didn't care about it. Like, I think the Wii U could have done very well. It just didn't have the support from marketing and stuff that it needed. Nintendo Land Switch, that would be interesting. I don't know, Nintendo Land was so great on the Wii U because it was one of the few games that properly utilized, like, the gamepad as an asymmetric multiplayer thing. Stress is not just a very tiny portion of what we get in September. Internship at a hospital, that will be the real pain and fun, I guess. Hey, I mean, dude, if that's what your, like, goal is, then that's awesome. That's awesome. I could never pull that off, honestly, like, I gotta say. So yeah, more power to you with that. We're getting some awesome Wii U ports to the Switch. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just think like Nintendo Land's one of the few that doesn't work, because it's one of the few that actually works really well with the gamepad, but wouldn't work with only a single screen. Like, that was one of the few games that actually utilized that really well, and like, I will praise it for that. Like, that's what Nintendo wanted developers to do, but no developer knew how to do that right. Even Nintendo honestly didn't know how to do it well right at the beginning. We got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze the other day. Yeah, that did just come out, didn't it? I'm gonna save it for the Switch. It's portable too, right? Yes. Yeah. Like, I mean, this is the Switch for reference. Like, it's in my hands like this, so it's pretty easy. I would recommend getting a case if you're gonna carry it anywhere. Just because, unlike a 3DS where the clamshell like protects all the buttons and stuff. Everything's exposed, so I definitely recommend a carrying case if you are going to take it places, but yeah, it is extremely portable. Want Mario Maker Switch? That is something I would really enjoy. That I definitely agree with and want. Very much. $500 for a new 2DS XL with capture card kit. That's nuts. Yeah, because it's a $180 system or whatever. And then, yeah, it's the capture card inside that's the crazy amount. And then you also have to factor in Kajito. Depending on where you are, shipping from Japan can be kind of crazy too. I know some people who really don't like the Necrozma fusion with Solgaleo and Lunala. They just say it's a riff of Kyurem, the Twin Dragons. I can see that there are a lot of people who kind of had feelings about Yusum. I can see that, but at the same time, like, I feel like Game Freak's free to reuse their ideas to some extent, especially when it's been so many years. You know, because there's some points where you kind of come up with something that's cool and you don't want to only use it once. And if you can make it fit in the story, I don't see why not. It fits pretty well, I feel. Highly pro support. I can imagine. I would totally be down for Mario Maker on the Switch. That was another one of the games I wanted for the Wii U. Is buying a used Switch worth it? I mean, as long as it's in good condition, I don't see why not. I'd just make sure it's not like covered in scratches or anything before you buy it. 3D World port? That'd be cool. I'm fine with more Mario all the time, pretty much. Want a Mario Maker 2? Yeah, like, for the longest time, it was like, I really just wanted Mario Maker, and Mario Kart on the Wii U. Like, those are the two games that I really wanted a Wii U for. And we got one of them. You could get one with your tax return, but sort of want to try to get the complete inbox Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire for GameCube. US version. I understand. It is the decisions, man. It's hard now, we have near 1,000 Pokemon. Creating new ones is tough. There was a time when Gen 5 came out, you said Pokemon will end soon, although fortunately still alive. I don't see it ending anytime soon, but yeah. I feel like, as well as it being a struggle to come up with more Pokemon designs the more you've already made, I don't think they want to hit that number. I think they really want to avoid hitting 1,000. That's like a insane number to hit. Mario Maker's on 3DS. It was. But like, those are the two systems out when it came out. It made sense. Smash came out on both. I can totally understand that. But yeah, I feel like that right there is a sign that they could easily make a like Mario Maker on the Switch, but they might just make a new one at that point. You've heard it was horrible. Really? Really? I hadn't heard anything bad about it, but I also wasn't interested in Mario Maker for the 3DS. Like, if I wanted Mario Maker, I wanted it on a console. But I guess like my hesitations on that are kind of like, because it would be eh, and if it wasn't eh, then I guess I was just right with that. When Lugia decides to be shiny, you hope it won't cause any problems. I hope not. I hope not. I do have like the plan, Ash, as far as, you know, trying to make sure Harvest stays out there by tanking with Lunala, with Harvest as its ability instead. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out. You know, in our test run, it went well. We'll see though. We'll just have to see. There was no playing online levels on 3DS version like the Wii. That defeats the whole point then. What's the point of it? Like, that's really all I want to do. I'm not like a builder when it comes to that kind of thing, but I totally want Mario Maker just to play other people's levels. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't buy it then, because that's dumb. Like, oh, I want to make my own level and then just play it myself. I guess that's why I still see new copies of it on the shelves at like Best Buy or at like GameStops and stuff. What's up, Ariane Bolu? Again, I'm really sorry. I know I'm mispronouncing your name. Correct me, please. Or just tell me what to call you, whatever. With the exception of Treecko and Poipole, your shinies didn't need that many soft resets. Yeah, most of them haven't. A few of them have gone over odds. You know, things like almost all the Gen 1 legendaries passed odds, but they didn't pass it by too much. Yeah, so Treecko even really wasn't that bad. Poipole's the only one that's actually, in my opinion, gone ridiculously over. Pretty soon you'll send some of your Mario Maker course IDs. Cool, cool. Unfortunately, I can't play them. But yeah, go for it, man. If anyone can play them, then by all means. If anyone of your friends... Yeah, if your friends can see, that's awesome. That's really awesome, though. Alright, guys, we got less than 10 minutes left. Hopefully something can decide to be nice to us and shine here soon. You played on a Wii U before? I mean, I've played on one before. I've just never owned one. It's really fun. I mean, it was, for the most part, it was just a Wii, you know, with a few different games. 2 hours already. Yep, we are coming to the end of the stream soon. Unfortunately, I can't, like, stream longer or anything today, just because today is, like, as soon as the stream ends, I'm tearing down a lot of the stuff. I played Nintendo Land. I played that too. That, like I said, was very, very fun. That was a very fun one, you know, playing on either side of that. Like that was what was really cool about it, is how, like I've mentioned, and like I said, I'll continue to mention, it actually did asymmetric multiplayer well. Good stuff times always pass quickly. Indeed they do. Indeed they do. But we'll be back on Thursday. We'll be streaming some more. But yeah, like I mentioned, as soon as the stream ends, I'm tearing down, like, my whole computer setup and stuff and getting it packed up. As the saying goes, time flies when you're having fun. Exactly, exactly. Just found a shiny Abomasnow in the wormhole. Nice, it's legend. Nice, dude. I haven't found one of those yet. When you get the Nintendo Switch, you'll get Mario Odyssey. Definitely a good choice. Odyssey is a fantastic game. Probably my favorite game for the Switch so far. I am still continuously going back and finding more things to do in it, aside from, like, speedrun stuff. It's a Nintendo Land Wii U bundle. Cool. Cool. And a Mario Kart 8 bundle. Yeah, like the thing is, at this point, Mario Kart 8's like I have it for my Switch, so it doesn't matter anymore. What I'd love to do at some point, what I would love to do, and hopefully, since I'll be back home for like the summer, I'll actually have decent internet again, and I should hopefully be able to stream some stuff that would take up a bit more bandwidth than the Pokemon streams. You know, things like Mario games and whatnot. We'll see though, we'll see. I'll have to figure all that out. Don't want to make any promises I can't keep quite yet. You got a Wind Waker HD Wii U bundle. Cool. I feel like the one I played, like the one my friend had, was a special edition of some kind. I'm not 100% sure. It's been years since I've seen that one at least. What's the currency of the donations? US dollars. Yeah, Streamlabs is set up so any donation that comes through is read out in US dollars. You want Wind Waker and Twilight Princess? See, I need to play some more Zelda games. Like, I need to beat Breath of the Wild. I own that one, so I have no excuses. But I need to find some other Zelda games to play, just because, like, I never got into them. And, like, I feel like that's kind of me missing out more than anything else. Zelda games are awesome. I mean, I've heard fantastic things about them, and there's Zelda games. There's not really like a, like anything I've heard that's like terribly negative about them, aside from maybe a miss here or there. And like, obviously, if they've been praised for this long, there's a reason for it. Twilight Princess was always your favorite because it's darker story. I don't know, I feel like, is there an order I should play them in if I do decide to play them, or are they pretty good about being able to hop in anywhere? Just so I know what I'm getting into if I do start playing them. Because I have so much other stuff I need to play first. Like, you know, my goal of beating all the Pokemon games I haven't beaten and such. But just like as future reference, I think your first Zelda game, the first Zelda game you'll get is Phantom Hourglass. Okay. Okay. I just realized that a shiny Wynot and Mirage Island is the rarest. Really? Why so? Why is that? There's not an order? Okay. Cool. Cool. Good to know. That way, like, I can pick up anyone if I find it. Wish Twilight Princess HD had motion controls? Honestly, I'm not a fan of motion controls. Like, outside of games being explicitly designed for it, like, Wii games, it makes sense. Like, obviously things like Wii Sports, like, the entire point is to act like you're doing it and essentially mime it out. Or, like, VR stuff where it's all motion control. Those I'm okay with, but honestly, any Switch game I find that has motion controls, I turn it off instantly. Like, it's just never been, like, I always end up screwing it up. Like, I've missed so many arrow shots in Breath of the Wild because I had, like, motion controls turned on. Which was goofs on my part. Alright guys, we're getting close to the end here. I think this will be the last, or the next one will be the last Charmander we do, and then we'll do our Bulbasaur raid. Can we find someone to raid? If we find like a smaller streamer to raid, then sure, we can do that. I gotta, like I said, I've got a few, like a couple encounters left here. So, yeah, if we can find someone, then we can definitely raid. It'll be the last stream with this background for a while, so I guess that's something to celebrate. Stream egg? Is he? If he's going, cool. We can do that. I will get the little link real quick. There we go. He is indeed streaming. Let me go ahead and close that back down. Let's make sure he's still going. He's saying Chimchar. Yeah, I saw it. So I'm assuming that means he got his Guzzlord. Which, I mean, yeah, no, he did get it. I saw that he posted his reaction video of it. Alright, last actual Charmander of the night, guys. And then we'll do our Bulbasaur as per usual to wrap it up. Platinum, which is even cooler. That's awesome, and Platinum's the better one to hunt it into. Diamond and Pearl's really slow about the starter hunts. That's actually probably the better bet, just in general. Alright, let's get this set up, guys. Alright, I guess we're... Nope. Okay. Okay. Come on. There we go. All over the place. Alright. Nope. Alright, let's get this last Lugia set up here as well. So here we go. Here we go, guys. We're getting prepped. Shortened it a lot. They definitely did. They definitely made it way easier. But alright, guys, as we wrap up, don't leave quite yet. We will be rating Stream Egg here at the end of the stream, so don't leave while we encounter the last Pokemon. But before we do so, I just want to say thank you to everyone that tuned in, everyone that liked, anyone that subscribed, and as always, thank you to everyone in chat for keeping these streams interesting and fun. So without further ado, guys, let's encounter this Lugia and encounter this Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur was not shiny, and neither was Lugia, so again, thank you to everyone that tuned into the stream. As usual, I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I should be back up on Thursday, so until next time, guys, take care.